Leet was my only lead to discovering Graham's connection to the stalker, and the obsolete map reference E1594 was the only lead I had to finding Leet. As I surveyed the room, I was greeted by a familiar face.
Hello, darling! Please enjoy the Museum of New History.
It was a hologram of Danielle Piermont, a friend from when I last came to Union City. The centerpiece of the whole museum was a synthetic arm. I recognized it. It was Joey's. He'd lost it in our fight against Link all those years ago.
Look, 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 over here!
Dad, do you have to be so loud?
The arm! Isn't it amazing?
Seemed like I wasn't the only one interested in the Joey arm.
Didn't I promise? Didn't I say I'd bring you here?
You did, Dad. I'm so stoked.
This is Joey's arm! This was once attached to the really real Joey! Savior of Union City!
Union City is now the envy of the civilized world.
Aren't you feeling blessed to be here?
Someone had gone to the
course I
trouble
am,
of
Dad,
retrieving the dismembered arm
Then
from the
tell
depths of
world,
Union City.
How awesome is this place, huh?
It's awesome.
It's what?
This place is awesome.
Say it again!
The droid
I
was going
said,
around in a
"It's
circle,
awesome."
repeating the same
Yes.
inane message.
Now you've got it.
I'm just gonna have a look around.
Seriously? It's Joey's arm. Why would you want to look at anything else?
Union City wishes all
The man was totally absorbed by the waving arm.
Alert. Trajectory obstructed.
Excuse me.
Oh, hey. Wow, you look different.
What do you mean?
Your outfit. It's so...
Rugged?
I was just gonna say weird.
If mine's weird, what color is yours supposed to be?
Duh. It's perinickel margarine. It's like Tuesday's happiest color. Where are you even from?
You'd never believe me.
This museum visit just got way more interesting.
Is there more to this museum?
There's the whole old history section about what Union City was like before Savior Joey came along.
Oh, really? I'd like to learn more about that story.
I've heard it's pretty depressing. They only let you in if they think you can handle it.
How do they determine that?
The same way they determine everything else. Kudos. Like, if your kudos is high enough, or in my dad's case, raised enough since last month, they figure you've got the moral fiber to be able to make it out the other side still smiling.
Praise Joey, am I right?
So, where did you first find Joey?
Scattered across an irradiated gap scrap heap. Yourself?
In my heart? Your answer is way better.
Your father seems to really love this place.
He'd spend all day, every day here if he could.
That's some real faith he must have.
That's one word for it. He keeps going on about a sign. As if Joey's arm is gonna tell him how to be normal.
I'm sensing some resentment.
Maybe he should ask it how to win Mom back.
to the ongoing enrichment of the gap.
Are there many people like your father in the city?
Like my father? What, you mean Joey fanatics? They have a club. But my dad is... something else. Got enough faith for the two of us.
Maybe even enough for all three of us.
You have no idea.
I like your brooch.
This? You mean you've never seen one of these? You must be from the Gap or something.
Me? No. Good one.
It's an aspiration brooch. The council awards them to people who max out their kudos each month. Social climbers, they're known as.
You must be an incredible person.
What, me? No, it's my dad who earned the kudos, obviously. Talk to him if you want to know who to impress.
Then, how did you get yours?
Oh, Dad got a second one. Bring a friend or something.
So they're transferable?
Technically, yes.
Does this social climber status do anything for you?
Absolutely. First, everybody who sees you can tell that you've been a model citizen all month.
Very inspirational, I'm sure.
Actually, it's kinda embarrassing. Everyone just stares at you all day. It's not like you even get anything good from it. Not really.
Then what's the point?
I guess if you really care, you get to go look around the special exhibits over in the old history room. Dad gets so excited by that sort of stuff. Can't stop staring at the old map.
An old map? In the old history exhibit?
Yeah, shows the city as it was 10 years ago. He's obsessed with how terrible things were in the pre-Joey era.
So how would I get one of those aspiration brooches?
You'd have to ask my dad. He's the kudos king. If he gets Social Climber of the Month just twice more, we get a free toaster.
Wow, generous.
Yeah, well, we apparently already have everything we deserve, so...
So there's a map in the old history exhibit showing the city as it was?
Yes, and it's old. Everything in there is...
Hey, listen, I know we just met, but I really was hoping to get one of those brooches. Need to check out the old history exhibit.
Let me guess. You were hoping I'd give you mine.
That's right.
No offense, but you don't seem as... evangelical as most Joey freaks. What's back there that's so important to you?
Do you ever feel like you're not being given the whole truth about the city?
You mean how perfect everything is? Yeah. Sometimes it does seem a bit...
Ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, who'd fall for this Savior Joey nonsense?
Yeah. Sorry, I don't think my dad would like me talking to you. I'd better go back to the self-improvement and the learning.
Enjoy your day.
Keep a smile on your face.
Alert. Trajectory obstructed.
Union City is now the envy of the civilized world. But this is only the beginning. From our new partnership with Agio City to the ongoing enrichment of the Gap, Savior Joey's teachings continue to guide us. Join the celebrations this Aspiration Day to show your gratitude and dare to dream what you might become. The Aspiration Day. Here begins the story of Joey. 10 years ago, evil gripped our beloved city. The people suffered under the tyranny of the oppressor Link. Their voices cried out for help. From deep in the Gap, Savior Joey heard their pleas and came to free us all. Union City wishes all... The struggle against Link was long and fierce, and there was great suffering. Only through great sacrifice did the Savior defeat oppressor Link and declare the city free. But his work had only just begun. Triumphant, he rose from the depths to guide us to a glorious future. Union City wishes all citizens a happy... Savior Joey leashed the oppressor Link to serve and protect the people, and founded the council to restore the rule of democracy. Then, his work complete, he departed the city to spread his wisdom to the savage peoples of the world. Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day. In the Savior's name, the Council formed the 5 ministries that continue to guide Union City in this new golden era. Plenty, comfort, safety, aspiration, well-being. The glorious pillars of the city, ever vigilant in the protection of your happiness.
Hello there.
Good day, friend. Are you here to walk with Joey?
I've walked with Joey before. He had treads at the time.
Yes. When you tread with Joey, you become one with happiness.
How do you walk with an arm?
You don't walk with him. You walk with him in here.
I think you're probably walking with him up there.
Oh, the mind's always on Joey, that's for sure.
I don't think your daughter is as excited by this museum as we are.
What? What? If Cecily could spend every moment of every day just praising Joey, she would. Cecily! Come here and tell this man how much you love Joey! She really does, though.
Say, I'm looking for a specific location. An obsolete area code E1594. Is there a map around here somewhere?
A map around here? I don't think so. Unless you mean the map in the old history exhibit.
Well, that counts.
Well, in that case, you're in luck. There is one in the old history exhibit. How it was before the Joey era. It's like staring into oblivion. But of course, without a brooch, they won't let you in.
There's a map of the city in the old history exhibit?
Not just any map. It shows the city as it was 10 years ago.
You kind of worship Joey, huh? Is that why you're here?
Well, I mean, yes. But not just that. I'm looking for a sign.
A sign? From who?
Joey, of course. When a man reaches our age,
Our age?
he starts to look for guidance. And what better thing to point me in the right direction than the arm of Joey himself?
Joey's actual arm. Quite something, huh?
Yes, the original arm that wrenched the city from the precipice of damnation.
Didn't it just get stuck to a hand scanner?
This very arm wielded a weapon so great it tore down a tyranny. This very arm wielded a weapon so great it toppled the heads of government. Forged a plowshare and rebuilt the city from the ground up. With this arm, he plucked the eyes from the Hydra of Link and gave them to the people so we all might see.
All that by himself?
Yes! Yes! All by himself! The whole story can be found on the stations around the hall.
What sort of sign are you looking for?
At this point, anything. I've been such a devoted citizen, putting Joey first above everything. My job, my wife and daughter, all second to Joey, just as he would have wanted. But now, I worry I'm straying off the path.
Ever thought about a counselor?
But who would deliver better counsel than the Savior himself?
What are you hoping to learn from the arm?
The next step to take to a bright future. My vocation, my journey, destiny. And I'm nearly there. I've never seen the arm act so erratically until today.
And what if you don't like what it has to say?
Who am I to judge the will of Joey?
This guy wasn't going anywhere without a sign from Joey. I had a feeling, without my intervention, he'd be waiting a while. Is that a social climber aspiration brooch?
Ah, I know a real savior craver when I see one. I'm proud to be one of the biggest social climbers in the past 30 days. And the 30 days before that. Such an honor. Sorry, I made you drag that out of me a bit. I'm just never sure where Joey stands on humility.
Oh, I say he's rather flexible. If I wanted to get inside the old history exhibit, this brooch would be the key. How can I get one of those brooches?
Just be a good citizen. Every morning, every afternoon, every evening, and all night long. And then wake up and do it again tomorrow.
I'm not sure I have time for that. I better go and admire something.
Keep a smile on your face.
The guy was looking for a sign from the Joey arm. I wondered if I could help.
We invite you to salute the people of Agio City, our faraway friends and valued members of the Union Group. Unstinting and determined cooperation has allowed both cities to grow to become the richest cities in the world. We stand together, refuting the fake news spread by Hobart in their attempt to undermine our unity. Join us in celebrating our commonwealth of kindred spirits, united by bonds of friendship.
Greetings, citizen. We are the Council, your democratically elected representatives. 5 years ago, Savior Joey decreed that we take charge of our own destiny and prove ourselves worthy of the freedom that he brought. The Council proudly serves to uphold his legacy for the benefit of all citizens of the greatest city in the world.
I am the Minister for Safety. I preserve the peace to keep you safe, to make you happy.
I am the Minister for Comfort. I ensure the city is clean and all amenities work for your comfort, to make you happy.
I am the Minister of Plenty. I ensure that you want for nothing, at your kudos level, of course, to make you happy.
I am the Minister for Well-being. I nourish your mental health to make you happy.
I am the Minister of Aspiration. I help you set and achieve the very highest personal goals to make you happy. Farewell, citizen. May all your days be happy.
Oh, who saved us from starving in sadness and hate? Savior Joey! Put clothes on our backs and food on our plates. Savior Joey! Who made Union City the best thing for miles. Savior Joey! Makes everything nice and has nothing but smiles. Savior Joey! Savior Joey! Savior Joey! Savior Joey!
Fluids. You need them. We all do. But water isn't only scarce. It's dull. What's a good citizen to do? That's why famed Ministry of Plenty craniohydrologist Mr. Spankles created Spankles! Spankles is far more than just your recommended daily dose of vital fluids. Every can is bursting with micro-pleasurants to boost your mood and your aspirations. Doctors agree, just 2 cans a day are all you need to work and play. Spankles! Put a little fizz into your soul.
Please enjoy the Museum of New History. Learn all about Union City in the post-Joey era.
After bringing an end to the tyranny of the oppressor Link, Joey created Minos to ensure that forthwith technology would always serve rather than enslave the citizens. Minos is devoted to ensuring your happiness. Always there for you. Minos is available for you on any terminal. It knows you. It understands you. It helps you become everything you aspire to be. Minos, built by machines, inspired by humans.
Aspiration brooch required to access this exhibit room.
An aspiration brooch. That must have been what those 2 visitors by the Joey arm were wearing. What looked like a mobile toilet brush was fanatically scrubbing the floor. That blows.
Warning citizen, cleaning route is active. Warning citizen, cleaning route is active. Warning citizen, cleaning route is active. Warning citizen, cleaning route is active.
Happy Aspiration Day. Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day. Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day. Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
Warning citizen, cleaning route is active.
Savior Joey! Savior Joey! Who saved us from starving and sadness and hate? Savior Joey! Put clothes on our backs and food on our plates! Savior Joey! Who made Union City the best thing for miles? Savior Joey! Makes everything nice and asks nothing but smiles. Savior Joey! Savior Joey! Savior Joey! Savior Joey! All citizens a happy long and fierce.
The droid was going around in a circle, repeating the same inane message.
All citizens a happy Aspiration Day. He rose from the depths. A happy Aspiration Day.
Hello again.
Ah, it's you.
Is the arm telling you anything at the moment?
I think he's trying to give me a high five. What else could it mean, right?
I better go and admire something.
Happy Aspiration Day! Now, if you might stand aside so the Savior and I can have a little us time. Just me and the hand.
Alert. Trajectory obstructed. Alert. Trajectory obstructed.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day. We invite you to salute the people of Agio City, our faraway friends and valued members of the Union Group. Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day. Plenty. Comfort. Safety. Union City wishes aspiration. Well-being.
Joey, after all that I did to maximize my kudos, why have you forsaken me? I worked so hard. I did everything right. I followed all your teachings.
Ouch, right in the face. That must have hurt.
This is your sign? Well, message received. Loud and clear. Come on, Cecily. We're leaving.
Finally. Where are we going?
We're going to find your mother.
All citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
The guy had tossed away the aspiration brooch in anger. I suspected he'd get over it.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
Alert. Trajectory obstructed.
The struggle against Link was... Welcome to the Old History exhibit, sir.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
Meet Spunky, lifelong friend and companion of our benefactor, Danielle Piermont. Spunky was a friend to all low-life citizens and a true symbol of Union City spirit, until he was found drowned in a pond at the tender age of 7. Through this exhibit, may his bark be with us always.
The robot was a repository of information about all the exhibits. Many years ago, Spunky had helped me in my quest to defeat Link. I was glad to see that he had gotten the respect he deserved. Excuse me.
Oi! Keep the noise down.
Oh, sorry.
A little respect while you're in this hallowed place.
Right. And you're a guard here?
Name's Payne. Roy Allen Payne. Ex-security officer, 30 years on the force. And I've got my eyes on you.
Are you the only person working here?
The only person? Yes. Not thinking of trying something funny, are we, son?
Absolutely not.
Jolly good. Because I don't think funny is funny.
I don't doubt it.
And the robots that work for me, they don't like funny either.
They work for you?
Well, not for me. Technically, I suppose they're my co-workers.
What exactly is this exhibit?
What is the exhibit, he asks. Joey, give me strength. This is the Old History exhibit. The definitive collection of Union City artifacts. Courtesy of our illustrious benefactor, Mrs. Piermont herself.
It just looks like a load of old junk from the old regime.
Junk? No. Old regime? Yes. In the days before our savior took control.
Does this museum really need security?
There's always something going on beneath the veil.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Let's just say I'm no stranger to vandals, thieves, enemy agents.
And you can handle those?
Well, it is down to me to supervise the exhibit of old history, including but not limited to the security of the displays and artifacts.
What sort of things are inside this exhibit?
Just take a look around. Relics. Relics of a bygone era. We got tech in here over 5 years old.
Does it all still work?
Most of it should. Say what you like about the old regime, but stuff was made to last.
I heard that you have an old map of the city in here.
Did you now? And what precisely did you hear?
That it shows Union City as it was 10 years ago. See, I have an obsolete area code, E1594, and I need to see where it is.
I see. Well, the map table is just over in the center of the room. But a specific area code, that'd be like finding a needle in a haystack. Good luck, son.
Is there some way to make that map show a specific location?
Come now, sir. This is not a child's toy room. That map table is for observation, not human interaction.
Well, is there anything else around here that could help me?
Sir, this special collection is for esteemed social climbers. Urban geographical hobbyists need to look elsewhere.
See you later.
I'll be watching you.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
This old city refrigeration unit is one of the last known relics of the great gastroenteritis crisis, a particularly dark piece of pre-Joey history. Its seal remains unbroken to preserve its mysteries, and per request of the Ministry of Comfort's janitorial staff. Protect your family with Spankles, the only food replacement guaranteed to be irradiated for your safety and drinking pleasure.
A padlock prevented whatever was inside from getting out. It was an old fridge. There were strange noises coming from it, as if something was trapped inside.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
Public music in Union City used to be restricted to low-life areas only. At one of our long-lost clubs, the St. James Club, citizens could meet to dance and drink. These days, music devices are mostly personalized, and loud music is only permitted in VIP areas or public stages.
This city synth garbage would never compete with the stuff back in the Gap.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
Life in the Gap has always been primitive. Here we see a typical scene of two fully grown Gaplanders eking out an existence in the harsh wastes of the desert. Note the animal they are about to slaughter, most likely the now extinct quadruped commonly known as a goat. Goats were fierce predators, which were notoriously difficult to trap. Our two models here were clearly top hunters.
These models were far too clean-cut to be Gaplanders. They'd done a good job with the goat, though. Union City still had some pretty backward views on the Gap. An old barrel transporter robot. Those robots always gave me the creeps.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
Just 10 years ago, this lumbering barrel transporter robot was the height of technological sophistication. Designed to carry anything, Provided that it fit into a barrel, these primitive robots paved the way for the Savior's arrival.
"10 years ago, I'd used the old underground system to reach the heart of Link.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
This antique map shows the primitive transportation available prior to the installation of the monopod system. Unlike today, travelers often risk delays, confusing journey plans, and the inconvenience of inconsequential chatter. Now, work is just a button press away. What lies beneath Union City? Some talk of giant monsters, tentacle creatures, illicit android laboratories. Beware, spreading these unpatriotic rumors can have serious implications for your kudos rating.
I'd had a run-in with this tech all those years ago. I hoped Union City had gone in a more sustainable direction.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
To power our glorious city, we used to use dangerous fuels. These days, we burn our waste and use that to provide all the power our citizens will ever need.
The old Link terminal had long since stopped working.
The information droid will be with you
Union
shortly.
City's original digital curation device. Through terminals such as these, Link was used to control all aspects of citizens' lives. Their tyranny was ended when Savior Joey arrived and took control of the city. Joey replaced Link with our venerated Minos system, dedicated to creating the best city possible in which all citizens can be happy.
The Joey Speaks looked like a gimmick, but I couldn't pass the opportunity to hear my old buddy's voice again. The hand scanner looked broken. I doubted I'd be able to use it anytime soon. The wiring to the hand scanner had been ripped out. It was never going to work.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
These humble scraps of primitive circuitry house the spark that would become our beloved Savior, Joey. Many disciples of the Savior hold this board up as an example of immaculate assembly with rather less than immaculate soldiering. Notice, this attraction is currently closed after complaints of language of a most un-Savior-like nature.
The gruesome tendrils pulsed ominously. The product of Link. An experimental fusion of man with computer that had ended in tyranny.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
This organism, found in the depths of the old city, remains one of its greatest mysteries. It was at one time theorized that the biomass was the result of a mutated mini knockwurst flushed into the old sewage system. However, numerous court proceedings dictated that this was in fact a false statement fabricated by the franchise's competitor, Lil Knackers. Whilst its origins are unknown, citizens are assured it represents no threat to our well-being and is displayed here merely as a reminder of the dark ages of our great Union City.
A metal panel was bolted onto the side of the table. Waving my crowbar around in public wasn't going to achieve anything.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
These humble scraps of primitive circuitry house the spark that would become our beloved savior, Joey. Many disciples of the Savior hold this board up as an example of...
The hand scanner looked broken. I doubted I'd be able to use it anytime soon.
Notice, this attraction is currently closed after complaints of language of a most unsavior-like nature.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
La la la, la 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 la. Joey? La la la, la 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 la. Joey, it's me, Foster.
Foster? It is really you?
Hey, old buddy. Boy, am I glad to see...
Let's talk more crowbar, Foster. Or whatever other great idea you have for getting me out of here.
Is that... Joey?
Joey, I'm so sorry. I had no idea what they'd done to you.
Yeah, save your apologies for after you've got me out of this.
Everybody, it's an Aspiration Day miracle. Joey's speaking to us.
No, that's not Joey. No way.
Joey, it's really you?
Oh, great. Here we go again.
Joey. A giant holographic map of Union City, as it was 10 years ago. If I could get the map to display area E1594, I would find the building where I suspected Graham had met with Leet. Joey had been hooked up to a speaker, forced to perform like some circus act. I couldn't help finding it amusing.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
The wiring to the hand scanner had been ripped out. It was never going to work.
What is the meaning of this? Someone...
Waving my crowbar around in public wasn't going to achieve anything. Waving my crowbar around in public wasn't going to achieve anything. Waving my crowbar around in public wasn't going to achieve anything.
Make it stop this disrespectful noise. Quiet down. What is the meaning of this?
Excuse me?
What is it now?
Why has the fridge got a lock on it?
Do I look like an information robot? All I know is that it's locked.
It sounds like there's something alive in there.
I once heard about a terrible creature with big red eyes and a long tail, living in the darkness, waiting.
I hope it's not one of those. Looks like that Joey Speaks attraction is working again.
I am well aware, son. I thought I made sure that it could never work again.
It's fixed. Is that such a bad thing?
Yes, that's what I mean, son. It's not supposed to talk. I shut him up years ago, and for good reason.
Mind if I open the fridge?
And let whatever's inside out? Of course you can't.
See you later.
Enjoy the exhibits. Quietly.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
No! Stop! Stop this noise at once! Make it stop this disrespectful noise!
Nonsense. There's no... Everybody out! All right, everyone, stay calm. Make your way to the exit in an orderly manner.
The exhibit was on vermin-prompted lockdown. I had to find a way out without being detected, but not before figuring out where this leak guy was hiding out. Not to mention rescuing Joey. The panel had been covering the table's interface port. An antiquated interface port was built into the side of the table. The panel had been covering the table's interface port. Joey had been hooked up to a speaker, forced to perform like some circus act. It was Joey's original circuit board, the one that I had built myself as a child. I'd recognize my own soldering anywhere. I got you, buddy. I built the circuit board when I was just a kid, and now I had it back. But it was more than just a board. My old pal Joey was on it. The robot had retreated from the chaos and was peacefully recharging. The old vacuum robot looked familiar. Tucked between the old work manuals was the occasional picture of dubious morality. None of it looked to be much use. An old monitor displayed the maintenance test results for the barrel transporter robot. The text referenced the robot's e-manual. What a waste of time. Relax. You were only unplugged for a moment.
Everything I ever loved is dead. Oh, hey, Foster. You're here too, huh?
Welcome back, Joey.
Is this the best shell you could find?
It was just collecting dust.
You've turned me into a vacuum cleaner, Foster. Again!
It's functional. Don't be ungrateful. And look, someone gave you a cool beanie.
Don't patronize me, Foster.
We'll find you a better shell soon, I promise.
Good, because this one sucks. And not even efficiently.
Listen, we're in deep trouble.
There's something new. Care to bring me up to speed?
I came here looking for a missing child, Milo. He was kidnapped from my village.
Oh no, Rob. That's terrible.
You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Don't look at me. I've been trapped in that glass prison for years.
What are the capabilities of your current shell?
It's a vacuum bot, Foster. It sucks and it blows. End of.
Don't all these old vacuums have an interface probe?
I was really hoping you'd forgotten that part.
Don't be ashamed. It might come in handy.
I'm not ashamed. It's just cold in here.
If anyone asks, my name is Graham Grundy.
You come up with that yourself?
No. I needed an ID to get inside the city. I got this one from a dead body.
Jeez, Foster. Was it dead when you found it?
Don't worry, Joey. My conscience is clear. I learned about somebody called Leet here in the city. I think he's somehow connected to the kidnapping.
And we're gonna go find him?
That's right. I came here to find out where he hides out.
And to rescue me?
Come on, Joey. That goes without saying. That's everything. Great to have you back, Joey.
The Gat Chaps are back!
We were never called that.
Best friends?
That'll do, Joey. That'll do. The exhibit was on vermin-prompted lockdown. Hey, Joey. Got a job for you.
What is it?
Remember that Leet guy I mentioned?
I never forget a thing.
Well, I've tracked him to an area code, E1594. Thing is, that code is part of the old system. It's obsolete.
Cut to it, Foster.
This old map shows the city as it was 10 years ago. The old system. If I can find E1594 on here, it would show me where to find Leet.
Have you seen the size of this thing? That will take you hours.
Exactly. I need you to plug yourself in. I bet you'll find the location in no time.
Give me a moment. Move it. Move it. Here, Foster. E1594.
Joey, you're a genius. There. That's the building I'm looking for. It's on the industrial level. Home Crescent Recycling Center.
This is where your guy Leet is?
I can't be sure, but it's the best lead I've got.
Okay, Foster. What's the plan now?
We need to get to that recycling center. But first, we need to break out of here without being seen.
Break out. Find Leet. Got it.
The droid had an old interface port at the base. Hey, Joey, can you talk to the transporter robot?
What do you mean, talk? I already said...
Your probe, Joey. Probe the robot.
Go probe yourself, Foster.
If you could give the transporter just enough juice...
Please, let's not call it juice.
Whatever. Just see if you can get it started.
Okay, but would you mind looking the other way?
Of course. You almost done?
Don't look!
Sorry. It's, not doing anything.
You don't say, Foster. It's been wiped clean. Decommissioned. Murdered. We need to give it new protocols.
Do you think you could do that?
Of course I could. I just need to know how the system works first.
I'll have another look around. Vermin robot's alert data was now being projected by the holographic table. Try giving this a look, Joey.
I hope you're not wasting my time, Foster. Interesting. Very interesting. Nope, this doesn't tell me anything.
Try giving this a look, Joey.
I hope you're not wasting my time, Foster. Interesting. Very interesting. Ah, this is exactly what I need to reprogram that barrel robot. You're welcome, by the way.
For what? I'm the one who found them in the first place.
Yeah, but can you read them? You're welcome.
Go reprogram the robot, please.
What do you want it to do?
Let's get out of here. We need somewhere hidden outside this room.
Toilets?
Toilets. Try and aim for the men's room, Joey.
Whatever. And that's done. Let's never speak of this again.
So what now?
Well, are you ready to go?
Ready.
Then climb aboard and let's go!
The barrel was just large enough to squeeze into. It was a snug fit, it smelled bad, and I felt stupid. Far from discreet, I'd managed to escape unseen.
Come on, Foster. Let's get a move on.